is amazing as far as being able to get real full effect of the 3D. What I wanted to show you is that we have the HD 3D home theater system, and what that consists of is a 1080p full HD 3D display panel. And now this happens to be a 65-inch. We have the 54 and the 50 on display over on the sides as well. And then as you go up this aisle, you're going to see additional displays. And the neat thing about the additional displays along the sides is that there's additional content that you can take a look at. And in addition to that, there's also a wireless technology that's being shown, and it's a prototype. This stuff is going to be out this year and in the next couple of months. Okay, so the spring of 2010. Now, in addition to round out the home theater system, you have the Blu-ray 3D Blu-ray player. So what you would do is you would get the flat panel, you would get a active shutter 3D shutter glasses, one set per panel. And the reason that we did one set was so that you didn't have to burn it. And if John wanted to buy just one panel and was just looking for himself, he would have just one set of glasses. And then you could purchase additional sets. So I would, of a family of 4, I would need to buy 3 more sets. Then with the Blu-ray player, any 3D Blu-ray disc that comes out, so when Avatar is finished in the theaters, when it comes out in 3D on a 3D Blu-ray disc, I'm going to be able to go ahead and enjoy 3D content in my living room at home. Okay? Now, rumor has it also that when these 3D Blu-ray discs come out, such as Avatar, you're going to have the option of also buying the disc and having a 2D version on there as well. Okay? Now, all this technology is backward compatible. So right now we're looking at 2D. So if you were watching the news on this new flat panel, you're going to be watching it in high def, but it's going to be in 2D. So that's nice. But yet you're still going to be able to notice how crisp and clear the image is also. By virtue of the fact that we needed to get a higher speed processor, we actually ended up with a clearer picture on the 2D, which is a great thing for all of us. And alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this over to 3D, so at least you guys can put your glasses on and get the full effects. The way that we've designed these active shutter glasses is we've given you a little bit more room inside of the shutter glass so that you can wear your regular eyewear. So that's a little bit more comfortable. And if you're thinking that it's a little bit uncomfortable here or something of that nature, when you're home sitting in your recliner and you have those glasses on, within a couple of minutes you'll forget you even have them on. Alright, I'm just going to let that play and you guys can enjoy some of the images, and I'm just going to explain some of the stuff that's important. Panasonic technology, it's full HD 3D technology. What that means is that full HD is that we have a 1920 by 1080p. We have 2 images, one for the left eye, one for the right eye. And then there's a convergence so that you're seeing one image. And the panel is actually going ahead and processing that information. Then there's an emitter and an IR signal which is synchronized with your 3D shutter glasses. And the shutter glass is turning on and off each eye lens so that you're getting that perception of the 3D image. Okay? The full 1080p, the 1920 by 1080, those images are stored together on a Blu-ray disc. It's a 3D Blu-ray disc, okay, not just a regular Blu-ray disc. And then the technology in the Blu-ray player is transmitting the information and the image back to the plasma, and the plasma is able to go ahead and convert, again, the image onto the screen. So it's using a HDMI 1.4 cable, okay, one cable, okay, which is nice. So just keep in mind that there are different formats out there, and when you walk the show floor and you go to some of these other booths and you're speaking to some of the representatives about the different technologies that are out there, is the 3D that you're looking at full resolution, or is it half resolution in one eye and half resolution in the other, and then when they converge it together it's called full D or full HD? Okay, or is it full HD and then converge together? Does the system have enough speed, and does it have the depth of imagery to actually be full 3D and give you that full clarity and that full 3D effect. And that's something that's important as well. Because I'm sure you've all heard, or possibly last year you might have heard about there's a company out there that has no shutter glasses, or they use passive or they use active, and they have none. There's going to be a lot of a variety of technologies out there, but you have to compare similar technologies, okay? Now, which leads us also to the fact that we need to have a 3D television standard. And that's something that Panasonic is committed to bringing to light before all this technology brings to market. We want to make sure that when you decide to purchase XYZ company's plasma with the 3D capabilities, and then you go and download a video on demand from a satellite company or from a cable company, you want to be able to view that content on your screen. So you don't want to get a message that says you can't view it because you didn't buy the right company's machine or something like that. So that's very important. It's very similar. We all remember the Blu-ray disc. We're working with the very similar partners that we had with the Blu-ray consortium, and we are going to bring forth a standard in the industry so that we are all on the same page. It's very important that we do that. In addition to that, what's going to win as far as, or what's going to probably be the standard, the forefront, is going to be the one that has the best quality and also has the most content. So if you see around our booth, and also look at a lot of the content we have here, and I can go ahead and show you, I'm going to activate the Blu-ray disc, and James Cameron's Avatar, okay, we have Panasonic Hollywood Labs. We have relationships with many of the large Hollywood studios, and we're able to go ahead and work with those studios in order to produce the high quality 3D images and 3D features that you see around the show floor. And as you walk the line on both of these different hallways, you're going to see that you have an unbelievable amount that are just available today. Imagine what's going to be available over the next couple of months. So now, the other way that we're going to be able to provide you content is that Panasonic has developed a high-definition 3D camera. That's available for you to take a look at on the show floor. But my point is that that camera is going to be available for people like James Cameron and other individuals to be able to go ahead and use that for other features. So all the content's going to be coming down the pipe very, very quickly. And this whole unit, or this whole system, will be available this year. Lastly, we have an exclusive agreement with DirecTV. So we're going to be launching the Panasonic 3D channel. Panasonic 3D channel is going to give you high-definition 3D content 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you're going to have plenty of content. So we have the quality, we have the content, okay? And so as you think about what I said before about when you go to different booths and compare the 3D technology, okay? So now, I'll show you a pretty cool thing about the technology with watching a 3D Blu-ray. I'm going to bring up the menu. Okay, it's a 3D menu because it's a 3D Blu-ray disc. And I can scroll through. You have your setup, you have your screen options, you have bonus plays, stuff like that. So once I get back to play here, I'm going to go ahead and click on my OK button, and I get to replay the disc. All right, but that's pretty neat. So you get 3D menu displays inside of your 3D Blu-ray disc. Okay, this is backwards compatible, so you will be able to go ahead and play a regular DVD in there, or you can play a regular high-definition Blu-ray, whatever you wanted to do. Now, I did mention also that we have a exclusive relationship with DirecTV, and I'm going to go ahead and launch that DirecTV. That's a great way of being able to determine the quality, is seeing writing on the screen, that type of imagery. Okay, this is coming directly from DirecTV.